Earlier this week, I received a question from an amateur trainer in Wisconsin asking me to define direct pressure and indirect pressure and talk about why in our training program we use indirect pressure corrections almost exclusively. Well, first of all, let's take a look at the two different types of pressure or collar corrections. A direct pressure correction would be giving the dog collar stimulation or correction directly for an undesired action or behavior. Now, let's say we throw a mark in the water here behind us for Riggs, a 10-month-old puppy, and instead of waiting to be sent, he breaks as soon as that bird splashes down. Well, a direct pressure correction would be simply as soon as he starts to leave the line without being sent, we nick him, burn him with the collar. We're hitting him directly. As soon as he starts to go without being sent or starts to break, bam, we're getting him. We don't like to use those type of direct pressure corrections in our training program because you can get some adverse behaviors or reactions from them. First of all, in a young dog like this, it's really likely that if you give a bunch of direct pressure corrections for breaking, before long, you're going to get no-goes. In the dog's mind, he's going to rationalize that, every time I leave, I get a burn. So the best action that I can have is no action at all. The next time I see a bird going down, I'm simply going to sit here and nothing bad can happen. We don't want those kind of adverse behaviors, no-goes, bugging, those sorts of things at the line. So instead, we primarily use indirect pressure. Indirect pressure would be when the dog starts to leave or break, instead of burning him directly, hitting the dog with the sit whistle, and then nicking the dog to the here command back to our side. Now, in this case, we're correcting the dog for the undesired action, breaking, but we're doing it indirectly on another command, nick to heel, something that he understands well because that began way back during collar conditioning. So, in our training program, we prefer to use indirect pressure. It gives the dog the same message, but instead of getting the dog directly on the undesired behavior, you're nicking him on a known command to correct for that. That was a great question, and if you've got one too, please fill out the blanks below and I'll be happy to address it for you.